memories on Christmas morning of all of the great sporting events your kids are going to have, the concerts they're going to be having all the way through into next year. We've got a camera for you from Kodak that not only has 16 megapixels, but 42 times optical zoom. This is a digital camera. It's got an SD card that's included, so you get the SD card, you get the rechargeable battery, you get the way to plug it in, and also you get this amazing little software suite that helps you to edit your photographs and do all kinds of cool stuff. The whole kit and caboodle is $149.96. If sold separately, you can see with the SD card that would be added in extra, plus the value of the camera itself would be closer to $192. We have it for $142.96, but even one step better. We've got this on 5 easy payments of $29.99 a month, and your item number is E229220. The reason it's important that you need to know your item number is when you put that in, that price that you see is only going to be valid until the end of the day today. At the end of the day, that price will expire. And if you want to see really great pictures compared to what your smartphone can do, that's why you want to be dialing in for this. But I also want to introduce you to my good friend, Oscar Duvall, who really has been bringing electronics to QVC for many years. When I started, he was here.
Well,
he taught me a lot about electronics. Why, hello.
I remember that.
How are
we
you?
started basically about the same time.
We did.
And we're the same height.
I know, and it's perfect. Oh, I should take my heels off.
Oh, wait,
it would be
and
even
she's
better.
wearing heels, so I do feel taller. Okay.
It's really good to be with you tonight because when it comes to electronics, let's face it, we do so much stuff on our cell phones.
We do.
And we have a lot of memories, more photographs than we've ever had before.
And they're trapped on your cell phone.
They're trapped on your cell phone, but what's even the quality? Like when you try to blow up that photograph?
Well, when your photos are on your cell phone, they look great on your smartphone, on your cell phone, because they do look good. But then when you try to send them out to be the Christmas card and you try to print them out, you start noticing they're hazy, they're not perfect, they're pixelated. So what happens is people that take photos with their cell phones, they're great when you're up close to somebody, but when you're trying to take a photo, and let's say you're here, but I'm all the way over there, and I try to zoom in, that's when everything just turns into basically like a big old mess. It just doesn't look good.
Right.
So this is where Kodak comes into play. So they've given you a camera that's got a big super zoom. So if you're talking about a camera that has a beautiful glass lens and a zoom, that's going to be 42X optical zoom. That's over 1,000 millimeters. This camera has it. I don't even have to swap out lenses.
Can I ask you what that means? Because when we get into all these fancy, expensive cameras, like, you know, your DSLRs, holy cow, look at that lens.
That's the big zoom that pops out. Well, that's the question. Most of us, and actually I have a couple cameras right here to kind of show you what it is. Now, I love my big DSLR camera. I think it's great. It's not great after 15 minutes and carrying it around through a jungle. So,
but it gives you good quality photos, but it's horrible to lug around.
But this is big because I have to carry this lens with me and I have to carry this big lens with me. The problem with this right here is that it's a smartphone. I can take tons of photos with it, and it's really opportunistic, but the photos aren't at the best possible quality.
Right.
So the compromise is this. You have 16 megapixels, but you have a big super zoom. So we're showing the red one right now, but all we have right now are the black ones. But to show you the difference is, the zoom that's in this camera is bigger than the zoom that's here.
That's crazy.
So instead of,
and it retracts inside the camera.
I don't have to swap out any kind of lenses. The lens is all built inside. This is a big 1,000 millimeter zoom inside of this. This right here is a 200 millimeter zoom. So I would basically need, like 5 of these to kind of equate to the zoom that's inside of this. So super zoom without swapping out lenses.
That's the quality of Kodak.
That's the big deal. So we'll actually show you, basically what that does for you.
Okay.
All right, so I went to the electronics show in Hong Kong, and I was up in my hotel room, and this was the view. I thought it was a nice view. Now, what was I taking a picture of? Do you know?
I would have just assumed the water and the line of the buildings that are over there.
I was doing that, but also I was taking a picture down here because I wanted to see the people that were going across the walkway.
Okay.
So I did that, and those are the people.
What?
So those are the people from all the way. I'm up on a 60th floor.
I can't even see them down there. Where are
they're
they?
there. They're there. If you look real close, like a microscope, they're there. But you can zoom all the way. But you know what? But I wanted to zoom further. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to look at this boat right here. because I wanted to read what it said behind that boat.
Okay.
So I'm on the 60th floor, and I can zoom out from this even further to that. So I can actually read what it says on the back of the boat. So that's the zooming capabilities of the Kodak. So this has got a 42X optical zoom. It is this. There's our little boat right there.
Right. It's a little boat.
And there you go. You can actually read what it says.
That's amazing. I mean, that really is amazing to me. So whether you're going on a grand vacation or you're just trying to get a better shot of your child when they're out in the middle of the ball field.
Well, I always tell people you should always have at least one good camera in your household. Everybody's got a cell phone.
Right.
Oh, I totally ruined my shot there, but here,
Oscar,
I'll show you
come on.
I'll show you what I was trying to do.
Okay.
What is the picture of that? I know you know the answer now, but
I was gonna say it's a flashlight. How about that?
no, it's not. That is a picture with your smartphone, which is a good smartphone,
Right.
Of the moon. So the detail is not there.
It can't get it.
That's,
It's like all blown out.
That's the moon, but here's the Kodak. So there's a difference when it comes to quality and contrast, and when it goes to high dynamic range. So this is done with a Kodak. You can actually see the craters that are on the moon. You have 42X optical zoom, real zoom, not the fake digital zoom.
Right.
Real zoom from a camera. Real zoom gives you this. Fake zoom gives you that.
You know what's kind of funny to me? I mean, as I'm looking at these photographs, it kind of reminds me, I was looking at old photographs of my grandmother from Germany in black and white, and I remember looking at it and just saying, this was the other day, I can't believe how clear these photographs are. Like somehow in my mind, I thought that when I went back in time, the quality was gonna get worse, but I actually feel like it looked so much sharper than what I take with my phone.
Well, some actually had better lenses. They're great quality lenses. Nowadays, a lot of the stuff that you see in our smaller devices, they're like plastic lenses, and they're great when they're up close, but when you're zooming back and forth,
Yeah, no,
not
you
so much.
can't.
The camera even has a night mode, so you can do the sunsets.
That texture was beautiful on that skyline.
Now watch this. Ready?
Uh-huh.
What am I taking a picture of?
Is that a barn back there? That's what I would think because it's in the center of the photograph.
Very good. It is a barn, but I wasn't taking a picture of the barn.
Oh.
I was taking a picture of the horse that's by the barn.
Wow.
So big super zoom back and forth. Again, I can go from this, from a big 24 millimeter, so it's a wide angle lens, but I can go all the way from a 24 millimeter all the way up to 1,000 millimeters to get in real close. So that's the beauty of this camera.
Hey!
And it's really capturing the moments. Now, that's my little niece Carly and me with deer and headlight look. But these are the moments I want to keep. I want to have all my shots at the best possible quality so I can pass them down to her 5, 10 years from now. The last thing I want to tell her is this. Oh yeah, I took some picture of us, then I put it up on one of those social media websites. Oh, and I did it on a phone, and then I threw out the phone. That's kind of the last thing you want to tell your kids, because
Right.
it just doesn't sound right. So we're actually going to show you how this works. So would you like to be my Moodle?
Sure.
Okay, you can be my model.
I will indeed do that. And by the way, 5 easy payments of under $30 a month if you want to grab this and bring it home. What do I need to do, sir?
Okay, so we're going to show you exactly what this camera does. So we're going to show you how this zooms out.
Okay.
So I'm going to put this down for a second, and I'm going to have you go somewhere pretty far. So the furthest
play music.
spot, it has a little jingle to it.
I like that.
Now the furthest spot I think is actually back there.
Okay.
So I need you to go all the way back there.
Like
Now-
back by the stone here?
Yeah, sure.
Or
why
in
not?
the doorway?
That works. Yeah, just keep on going. Just keep on going. Just keep on. That's perfect.
Okay.
So here's the nice thing about this. It has super zoom. So this is the reason where you would use something like this. So normally with your cell phone or a smartphone, your shot would look a lot like that. And it looks okay, but there's no real detail. But with the Kodak, I can keep zooming in. I can keep zooming in. And I can keep zooming in till I get the perfect shot. And then once I get the perfect shot, it actually has face detection, takes the photo, and we'll play that back. And now you have a great shot.
Nice.
So if you're looking for a camera that has super zoom that gets you into let's say your kids are on the stage, they're in the play, but you're up in those bleachers, and you want to zoom in, you don't want to use the flash, but you need to zoom in as far as possible, you definitely want something that's got a big zoom.
That's right.
If you're ever taking pictures when the kids are on the stage or they're doing their play, and with your cell phone you notice that it doesn't really come out that well, it's because it does not have optical zoom. And
Yeah.
when I say optical zoom, it's basically this. It's the lens that goes in and out. So if the lens goes in and out, that's your optical zoom. that's what you need to get real close to get all those great
So
shots.
if you're using a camera or a smartphone that does not have a lens that extends on it, then it's that digital zoom where it's kind of faking it.
It's faking zoom. It's like fake zoom. Now, when it comes to easy use, super easy to use. 'Cause this is all you do, and I'll start right from the beginning. So to turn on the camera, you have a little button on the top. It's on and off, pretty simple. Do that, push that button, turns on the camera. Now, if you know nothing about cameras whatsoever, this camera's for you, and this is the reason why. There's a little knob, and you push that to where you see that little red camera right here. That's auto everything. The camera does everything for you. All you do is press the little shutter button to take the photo.
So it's lighting, flash, all of that stuff it adjusts.
Does everything for you automatic. A flash, all you do is you press this little button, just like this, and voila, and there's your flash.
Okay.
Now, it even has all different modes of shooting. So when I say that, if you want to do special settings, this is all you do. You just move that dial over, and it'll go to different scenes. And this is your scene mode. Now watch this. It has modes built in for kids. There's going to be modes for pets. There's going to be modes for the sunset. There's going to be modes for fireworks. There's going to be modes for, what is that, sport? Yeah, sports mode is built in.
Nice.
So night mode, everything, all these cool modes are all built into the camera to make taking photos just going to be a lot simpler.
Gosh, I love that. And don't forget, this is a name that you can trust. This is not a no-name brand. This is Kodak. And it's on 5 easy payments of less than $30 a month, but this price will be expiring at the end of the day. And you've got a significant savings here as well, because you're getting the SD card to get you started, and of course the rechargeable battery, and your accessories to get you started as well. But if you're looking to get this as a holiday gift, or you want to get it so you can take pictures of everybody opening their holiday gifts and finally be proud to put those photographs in a photo album again. I mean, I think we were at one point, and then it's like, oh, now we're doing all this digital stuff and everything is a little fuzzy. We want to be proud of the pictures we're taking again.
Well, we want to put those photos back on the walls.
Right.
You know, all those great pictures that you have hanging on the wall, look at them. Have they ever been really updated? Have you had some really great shots that you're proud enough to put up on that wall? And photos that aren't going to be like the 4x6, but I mean big photos that you can actually blow up and make them larger. You can do it with this because it's 16 megapixel. You have optical zoom. And there's another great reason why to print up your photos and to put up on the wall.
Okay.
There's a mode, they should call it Oscar mode. But
I love that. Let's make a button called Oscar mode. What does that mean? What does that tell us about you?
Well, there's a beauty mode built in. So there's going to be days. There's days that, you know, we run around ragged, we're a little tired, and I'm going to be your model. Okay? So I want you to take my picture. So right now, all I did is I put this on beauty mode. And what that does is whoever I'm taking a photo of, it cleans up the photo automatically.
What does that mean, clean it up?
Oh, you know how I might have a few crow's feet, or maybe I look just a little tired.
Is it going to make you glowy?
It'll just shave a couple years off of me.
Nice.
So I'm going to give it to you.
Okay.
So all I want you to do is press that button if you want to zoom in.
And by the way, I love this grip here.
You're not going to drop it.
Awesome.
Well, it feels like a regular DSLR camera.
It's intuitive.
It's got a nice, it has that nice girth, so you're not going to drop it. So if you want to zoom in.
Okay.
Or.
And so I just go here. Let me see.
Right there. Perfect. We're doing good.
Woo,
right.
wait. Is that too close?
No,
wait, let me get the little cue in the background.
Oh, you can go as close as you want because it's got the beauty mode.
Smile.
Okay. That was a horrible smile, but it's...
That's okay. We're not looking at the smile. We're going to look at the beauty mode. That's
So
what we're trying to see here.
What it's doing now, it's actually fixing my photo. It's cleaning it up. I'm going to press play.
Is it fixing your face?
It is. Put it this way. If you're feeling weathered, this will actually go and clean up your photos and make it nicer. So it actually softens things up. So what it'll do, it'll make it look pretty.
Nice.
So that's my thing.
Nice. It's Oscar mode.
It'll actually clean up your photos. So it's not going to knock off 10 years off your photo, but it'll make it look like you have an extra spring in your step. So and that's sometimes what all of us kind of need, just that little extra spring, because sometimes the photo you take is not how you feel.
I know how you feel. It can be really horrifying. That selfie that we took before the show, which I could not put up on Facebook, but there's a selfie that we took, and I looked at myself and I went, I can't use that.
Yeah, I even said, it's like, is there software to clean this up?
No. What you see is what you get on my Facebook page, honey. I got to tell you.
So super easy to use. Now, you're probably wondering is, okay, so why would I get something like this? Okay, and here's the comparison in cameras.
Yes.
So this is where it falls into play. So all these cameras right here all do a great job in one point or another, but it's going to be better than your point and shoot cameras.
As easy as a point and shoot,
easy
but
to use.
better quality
Right,
photos.
because they have better zoom. It's going to be easy to use as your smartphone, but